The invitation is peace. Let us think peace as we breathe in, and feel moments, glimpses of peace as we breathe out. Follow your breath. Think peace as you breathe in. Feel moments of peace as you breathe out. And as you follow your breath in, follow your breath out, thinking peace, feeling moments, glimpses of peace. As you follow your breath, the breath becomes the pathway that reconnects you back to peace within yourself. Allowing a peaceful attitude, peaceful awareness of all that is and all that is you right here, right now. Thinking peace as you breathe in. Feeling moments, glimpses of peace as you breathe out. Allowing peace. Peace that is already within you. And with the intention of continuing to allow more and more moments of peace throughout this day, we hold thoughts of peace. Thoughts such as, in me there is peace. I feel peace. I am peace. Feeling peace. Let us extend, first impregnate this space with the energy of peace, and then send it out into the world to all those in need, as we together pronounce the Latin word for peace, which is Pax, P-A-X. Let us all together inhale. Pax. To all beings, everywhere. Thank you. May there be light in our minds, love in our words, and peace in our hearts. Namaste. Please have a seat. So, in honoring the Buddhist tradition, I'd like to share this prayer invocation, and this one is, it goes like this. With every breath I take, I vow to be awake. With every step I take, I vow to take with a grateful heart, so that I may see with the eyes of love into the hearts of all I meet. To ease their burdens when I can, and to touch them with a smile of peace. With every step, with every breath I take, I vow to be awake. With every step I take, I vow to take with a grateful heart, so that I may see with the eyes of love into the hearts of all I meet. To ease their burdens when I can, and touch them with a smile of peace. And so, as you feel and connect to your breath, the breath is the foundation, is the connecting point between body, mind, and spirit. As you follow the breath becomes the pathway that reconnects you back to yourself, back to peace within yourself. And it requires that will to maintain the attention with our breath, right? Our attention goes, and then we bring it back without judgment. And so I'd like to share with you now from the Taoist shamanic practices is the healing breaths or the healing sounds. And this one, in Taoist shamanism, there's the understanding working with the major organs and the major channels in our body. And in order to remove blockages, because what is it, we're dealing with blockage, right? We feel blocked. We feel sometimes stuck. Our bodies, our minds, even our breath may feel a little bit, stuck or block. There's blockage there. And so the sounds, and we have the experience of sound and the power of sound, the healing power of sound. And especially when we emit sound, it's really powerful in that we're helping to create a vibration. We're raising and shifting the frequency in our bodies. And so I'm going to invite you again to allow for this healing sounds, this healing breaths. And we'll start with the lungs. And in our lungs, in Chinese medicine, it's understood that grief, sadness and grief is what we process through in our lungs. And so in order to, and all of our emotions have a right to live. So let us, begin with, truly embracing and accepting that all of our emotions have a right to live, but not to take over. All of our emotions have a right to live, but not to take over. Right? And that's what happens sometimes. Our mind takes over, our body takes over, our emotions take over. And so the intention is to, that's where, reclaiming our spirit, right? Growing our spirit, allowing our spirit to be the one in charge. Not the body, not the mind, not the emotions, but our spirit, being the one in charge. And so, that's where the will, right? To have that willingness. What part of you is the one that's willing? The body wants to sleep, The mind wants to replay the movies, right? Or, kind of think about the future. Our emotions, sometimes we get addicted to our emotions. It's a well-known fact that we can get addicted to anger. We can get addicted to depression and anxiety, whatever it is, because we get a chemical rush, with it, a chemical release. And so our bodies, apparently there's a cycle that is created where our bodies, want to continue. And that's why, we think, why? Why do I want, do I stay stuck in these emotions, when they don't feel good, and it seems as though, but there's this a form of addiction that's happening. We're addicted to our thoughts, right? We're addicted to thinking or, replaying the movies or what have you, just thinking, analyzing, judging. And so, through the practice of sound, and just observe, experiment and observe and see what happens. But there is a definite a way that we can shift and allow those energies to move and flow. The principle of circulation, not getting stuck, okay? So, the sound is, and there's movement with this, but today because of space, we won't do that. So, just allowing the sound. So it's S and A at the end with breath. So it goes like this. We inhale. That last little bit of breath. Okay, so let's do maybe 5 more. And well, let's see. Yeah, generally it's recommended 6. Okay, so that does soften our gaze if you are releasing external distractions. And so inhale. And imagine, and I'll do we inhale, gathering white light, and then bring it to your lungs. And as you exhale, again. Gather white light and dispersing anything else, allowing all energies to move and flow out. Bring in the energy of integrity. Back to yourself, inhaling white light. And breathe naturally. And notice the effect of your practice. It is helpful for healing to your lungs, strengthening the lungs themselves. And so we'll move from the lungs, and that you would do for 6 breaths, or 1 set or 2 sets, depending on how much you're needing to move that energy of sadness and grief. The next one that I'll do is let's see. Anger. Different emotions that we've been experiencing, is the grief as the situation that's been going on in our present, current life situation. And so anger is another one. And anger, there's 2 sounds that I know that help with the anger. And actually, if I think this one we could probably stand. So for those of you willing and able, and again, you can remain seated or you can allow yourself to stand. Because in this one, we'll be bringing the palms opposite each other and we're bringing the arms up. And so I think we have enough room for that. And then we'll take create a soft fist so that the fists are facing back. We bring the elbows in towards the liver. So the liver is where anger, and the fists are soft, and you just tuck. And then palms face down, and you push down, okay? So that's the movement. Then the palms opposite each other, we bring the arms back, we gently arch back, and then create a soft fist, tuck, elbows in towards your liver, then open, palms down, pushing down. The breath sounds like shoo, okay? So shoo with breath. And so we do we'll inhale here, okay, and then soft-ish, and at the end when the palms are down, that's where the ooh is, okay? So we inhale, we then and allowing the antidote to anger, which is compassion, it's loving kindness, it's patience. and that one we may need repeat often, right? And so that's one that is helpful in working with the liver. So the liver is the one that we process anger through, okay? And so helping to decongest, helping to unblock, helping to get those energies moving. And again, it's the energy that we need to make something happen, but we don't want it to take over, right? And so allowing the soothing, the cooling down of that emotion so that then we can just take the energy and do something without causing our house to burn down, right? So, and so there's another one, but we'll go to another emotion. Tell me one.
Happiness. Happiness.
Well, we're looking to shift the emotion, so it's that emotion that is disturbs our energy, disturbs our peace and calmness. Because peace, is our natural state.
Fear.
Joy can be a natural state. Fear,
Yeah.
Okay? So yes, fear is a big one as well. And actually, maybe this one, again, if you're willing and able, you can stand, because we're going to start by tapping the kidneys. Really important. So right above your waist, if you find it able, that you can then tap above your waist. And allow those kidneys to, we're releasing the helping to flush out cortisol. Cortisol is that stress hormone that causes belly fat, but also lots of problems. And then after 30 taps is generally what's recommended. You can then put your palms and sweep, shake. You can also shake it down the back of your legs and out, but see what you can do, to just kind of sweep it down and shake your fingers at the end, okay? So that's for the kidneys. Now you may sit and let us do the sound. And so with the sound is similar, but it's a C-H-U and an A at the end. And so it's okay. Now, along with, and again, there's general teachings, and then we go a little bit more in depth. So I'm going to give you the kidneys, the healing color for them is a deep blue, beautiful deep blue, sparkling blue. And the element is water. There's one of the forms that I teach is Taoist 5, that goes through all these organs, the major organs and the major channels to help unblock and heal and strengthen. And so so the deep blue, so you can imagine as you're emitting the sound, to allow, as you inhale, bringing that deep blue sparkling light into your kidneys, because we're also healing the kidneys themselves, the lungs, the kidneys. And so generally with this one, in the movement that it goes, you massage, you inhale, and then you go into and they're at the level of the kidneys where you're sending that energy and containing the energy, containing yourself, right? So that when dealing with fear, we're root and ground ourselves, feeling the earth supporting us, really truly connecting to that which is solid and firm, and it supports us, right? And so feeling the ground and feeling the containment of yourself, knowing what to trust, also setting the boundaries. All the things that we have fear around is to then come into that experience of trust, developing the wisdom that we live in an infinite universe. And fear often is, a sense of lack, a sense that we're not enough, right? A sense that there's something, lacking in sufficiency. And we live in an infinite universe. So let us do a few breaths of those. So let us inhale. And then and there's that pause in between, no breath, and then inhale, gathering the fear, the energy of fear, and then one more. And take a few breaths, observing the benefit, observing the effect. And feeling that which is supporting you right now, feeling the chair beneath you, feeling your feet in the earth, and allowing this the wisdom, the connection to that which is solid and strong and firm and is supporting you. Connecting to the universe that is also supporting you infinitely. And continuing to cultivate that trust and that infinite resource that we have. That we receive it in through our breath, sustaining life within us, connecting to our heart, and feeling the presence, that loving presence that is making our heart beat. And what is it that we do? What is it that you do to make your heart beat? And to make the brain function? All of our body, all of our organs do what they do with our conscious awareness. What do we do? There's a loving presence. There's a supreme intelligence within us and around us. Let us allow a state of gratitude for the life force, that loving presence that is sustaining life within us and around us. Maintaining that sense of love, appreciation, gratitude, peace that comes with. When we come into that realization, we can access peace. And I will close this morning with a song. So I asked you to, I said I was going to ask you to sing, and I think this one we can, just sit it. So your right hand, and you cup your hand a little bit, and so that as you tap your chest and your heart, okay, is the air between your body, so you're not slapping yourself, right? You're cupping your hand and allowing, energy. And so in this song, let's see, I'm going to sing it and then you can repeat after me, okay? And so feeling your heartbeat, listening to that heartbeat that we're creating together in rhythm. Maybe our breaths can synchronize as well as our hearts synchronize. I can feel my heartbeat dancing to the rhythm of a freedom song. I can feel my heartbeat dancing to the rhythm of a freedom song. When I say yes to the beat in me, I can set my spirit free. When I say yes to the beat in me, I can set my spirit free. When I say yes to the beat in you, I can see your light light shine through.
When I say yes to the beat in you, I can see your light shine through.
Again, I can feel my heartbeat dancing to the rhythm of a freedom song. I can feel my heartbeat dancing to the rhythm of a freedom song. When I say yes to the beat in me, I can set my spirit free. When I say yes to the beat in you, I can see your light shine through. One more time. I can feel my heartbeat dancing to the rhythm of a freedom song. I can feel my heartbeat dancing to the rhythm of a freedom song. When I say yes to the beat in me, I can set my spirit free. When I say yes to the beat in you, I can see your light shine through. I thank you.
Thank you.
And I extend my love to all of you. Thank you for being. Thank you for choosing to be here. Namaste. Namaste. Close with the mudra for peace. Remember to think thoughts of peace. There's a law principle that states everything begins with a thought. Let us think peace until we feel peace. Following our breath in, following our breath out. And feeling peace. With the intention of allowing more and more moments of peace. Let us send it out into the world to all those in need. Together inhale. To all beings everywhere.
Both of you, thank you. That was a blessing. Isn't this place fun? And we were outgrowing it. Blessed ones. Let's give thanks for this beautiful day, for our beautiful guests. It's actually part of our community, their family. So thank you. I ask for the highest vibration of the food that we will receive today, which is unconditional love. And we see it and we know it. So men, can y'all help with the tables, loved ones? We need your muscles. Okay, so
Real quick,
Yes.
if people want to get in touch with you,
Yes,
that would-
please.
Thank you. Yes. So you actually, this is $10 off your first session.
Yes.
So either bring it yourself or pass it on. So I do offer group sessions as well as private sessions. So there's
Would you like to go? Yeah. Where is that? It's a I know, man. I'm just like,
Bye, you're out of here. Good to see you, huh?
I need a day quit smoking since yesterday. I need a day to get along. Perfect for me.
Wow.
2 days with no cigarettes, and that was the first thing. So I'm gonna practice that when I go home. Perfect. That was just like, that was divine. Yes. Like wow. And then it was crazy how it was sadness and grief. I was like, makes sense when I started thinking.
It does, doesn't it? See you, girl.
that has been passed on from teacher to student, and I